Commissioner of Police, Mr. Ng Joo Hee, distinguished guests and officers of the Singapore Police Force. Good morning to all of you. First of all, let me commend you for the good work that you have done in a very busy year over the last year. You've seen the tremendous amount of effort, planning, and dedication on the ground that has gone in to make these several key events a success, together with the ongoing policing work in the community and also dealing with the threat of terrorism. It's a pleasure to be with you at this year's Singapore Police Force Workplan Seminar. This year's seminar is organized around the theme, A Force for the Nation. And indeed, that's what the police force is. The safety and security we enjoy in Singapore forms the bedrock of our continued national success. People come to invest in Singapore. They feel safe here. They come as tourists because there is an environment in which they can go about their business, go about enjoying themselves, go about their daily lives without fear of being interfered with by others or by crime. The Singapore Police Force has over the years evolved into a highly professional force, keeping crime under control and establishing a strong relationship of trust with the public. For the year 2010, the crime rate was 650 cases per 100,000 population, down from 660 in 2009 and the second lowest in the past 20 years. In the World Economic Forum's Global Competitiveness Report 2010-2011, the Singapore Police Force moved up a notch from third to second out of 139 economies for reliability of police services. These are encouraging achievements. However, we cannot take any of this for granted. Episodes of violence last year at Downtown East and in Bukit Panjang involving youths remind us that both the police and the public need to remain vigilant and engaged. All stakeholders, parents, family members, teachers, and friends need to work with the police to preempt such episodes from recurring. The good results belie shifting patterns of crime and criminality within our society. I would like to highlight three areas which the police needs to pay particular attention to over the year. First, loan sharks. They continue to threaten the security of our neighborhoods. They target HDB units indiscriminately and also frighten the occupants without regard to the safety of those residing there. Their harassment tactics have become bolder over time, including setting fire to property and also vandalizing cars. Last year, we strengthened the legislative framework for dealing with loan sharks, including increasing penalties and enhancing the power of the police to freeze the assets of those detained under the Criminal Law Temporary Provisions Act. Although we have succeeded in dismantling more loan sharking syndicates and arresting more harassers, residents on the ground are still very concerned, and we need to send a strong signal to loan sharks that we will not allow their blatant acts to spread unease in our neighborhoods. So there's work to be done there still. Second, over the past year, commercial crime, which includes rental scams and other types of fraudulent practices, went up by 13%. The police need to continue with its proactive education efforts, especially to the more vulnerable segments of our society, so that they don't in the first place fall prey to such scams. The third area is the cyber domain. Around the globe, governments are increasingly concerned about the potential harm that can be caused through weaknesses in the security of our IT systems. A plan is required to ensure that government, businesses, and individuals take appropriate steps to locate and address vulnerabilities to cybercrime, whether it's a small inside job or whether it's a massive attack from someplace overseas.